598, 599, 600K. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And just to confirm something, following Carlos Sami's inputs, courts don't work with what ifs. The courts don't work with what if. The court work with evidence and facts presented before it. And if you come in with what if, the judge will attack you, rightfully so, it's his job. If you come with assumptions, the court will attack you. The court will challenge you to confirm if that is a fact or not. That's why Judge Ratamufakhe was asking these lawyers, are you saying for sure no one can attack an unarmed person? No one can attack somebody holding a gun while they are unarmed. He wanted them to say it as a matter of fact that scientifically it's impossible to attack somebody holding a gun while you holding nothing. He challenged them. And they could not say scientifically it's impossible. We know here on this platform, we've had somebody telling us that he disarmed somebody holding a gun and shot that person with their own gun in this platform. Yeah. We had it, Brenda. Remember, somebody here told us that he disarmed somebody holding a gun and shot that person with their own gun, our own Skalosan. So, Judge Ratamufakhe was challenging this lawyer to say, are you guys saying this with absolute certainty that it's impossible to attack somebody holding a gun while you are not holding anything? He couldn't. So courts don't work with assumptions. Courts don't work with what ifs. They work with facts. Please go.
Evening, Pradeni. Hello, everyone else.
Hello.
I think let me start with the point that you just raised of the possibility of fighting someone with your bare hands while they're armed. Pradeni, I heard that from this case, and I was thinking, well, there is a possibility, but also let's talk about probability in that possibility.
Yes.
We are more than 1,500 on this live.
Yes.
If we can raise hands, it will be less than 10 people that raises their hands that they can fight someone who have some sort of a weapon in their hand while they have nothing.
Chris Gong,
So
before you proceed, let me interrupt you. Sorry for that. Somebody has already told us in this live that he disarmed somebody holding a gun and he took that gun and shot that person. Somebody told us here last week, not so long ago. He's here.
Yeah.
He just spoke now.
Yeah, and I do not disagree at all. Okay, but that was not my point.
Sorry.
I think, Pradeni, last year when we were speaking about the motive.
Yes.
Of killing. And I got to this live and I was saying that I really cannot rule Mandisa out because Senzo was with Kelly and Mandisa was losing the husband because of the story of the frame that we were shown of how Senzo and Kelly were. Now that Advocate Numalo raises these text messages between the two sisters, you see that as much as that time I had thought Mandisa might have a motive, Kelly could also have a motive. And I'm starting to believe that there are people that got in the house. Whether it was a robbery gone wrong, whether one of the people in the house was involved, or whether someone outside of the house was involved, I think that is going to be up to the court to decide. But I'm really starting to believe there are people that got into the house and something happened. That's one. Let's pass now. Let's go to this guy, the neighbor. This guy from the neighbor's house had nothing to win, nothing to lose. He was just there to say his version of the story. And I think he was open and honest enough. It is just that I believe in these defense lawyers, unlike a lot of other people. I believe they're doing a great job. But when it comes to these two witnesses, there were two questions that I was really hoping they are going to ask. And Ntabiseng just got in, so I hope out of the three that are left are going to ask one or two of these questions. One, I think it was raised by Tapelo at the beginning. Tumelo is from KZN. He speaks Zulu from KZN. And Zandi and Kelly, their main home is in KZN. And even in court, you can hear the kind of Zulu that she speaks. It's the raw Zulu from KZN. You see this thing of saying, Senzo utubulekile or Senzo utuchuliwe. Those are honestly two different things. If one of the defense lawyers had asked, what did the guy say to the neighbors, and what did Zandi say to the other neighbors? Because those people, let's say there was some sort of a plan inside the house. When they left the house, I'm sure it was before the plan, because it was just when the firearm had gone off. And question number two, these people were supposed to have been asked early. The defense lawyers were supposed to ask these two people that are testifying now, if these people ever said these people that got into the house and shot were robbing or doing whatever, or if Senzo has just been shot with no other story. So if I had those two questions, I was really going to be happy on the defense. Well, I am happy with the defense. It's just that questions like that, I was really going to be happy if they had been asked. And going to Baloyi now. Baloyi is just doing his job, and you can see that he has an upper hand because he's playing his card on his chest. No one can see. We do not know who's going to be the next witness. So does the defense counsel. They do not know. And you see, he's surprising us. He's making them to have a difficulty, because remember, defense counsel will have to lay their cards on the open, because they are defending the accused. Now, by knows whatever he knows, and he's holding it back. So that kind of thing hit the upper hand, but it's not the other guy is not good at that the evidence, especially the brought by Mokalo. In the system. So I did they could the defense could do better, but also include that it's job. Thank you so much. Let me take time. Right for Dom Beauty.
Please, we can't hear you, but I assume you are done. Thank you. So, guys, I also could not hear.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. Official Minister.